For Bob Valvano, Jim Barber, that's it. Buffalo wins the East 95-82. Now to Northern Kentucky, Wright State, Jordan Burnfield and Brooke Weisbrod on the call.
And we welcome you in now here on ESPNU alongside Brooke Weisbrod. I'm Jordan Burnfield. Glad to have you at the Nutter Center, where tonight we've got the top two teams in the Horizon League meeting. It's John Brandon and his Northern Kentucky Norse taking on the Wright State Raiders. These two teams separated by just one game in the Horizon League standings. Northern Kentucky at 12-2. Wright State is 11-3, but Wright State a win over NKU last month. And now trying to get some revenge are the Norse, but a travel right there by Levon Holland. Should be a good matchup tonight, Brooke. You've got two great big men with Drew McDonald for Northern Kentucky, the preseason player of the year, and Loudon Love, number 11 in white. He's going to be fun to watch on the interior for Wright State.
Yeah, Love at 6'9", 275 pounds. To watch these two guys go up against each other, both with the size and skill, and two big guys who have finesse around the rim. And for Wright State, they were concerned about getting good looks early, getting to the glass, and then trying to deal with Northern Kentucky's transition offense. So that's where it starts for me is you want to guard transition defense. Make sure you're shooting good shots on offense. You give yourself time to get out of it. A little early testiness between the two teams. I'm okay with it.
Why not when you got these two teams getting together? And it's a rivalry that I would say is probably budding, but you've seen Wright State really have a year that might be a little bit ahead of schedule. Scott Nagy, their head coach, saying to us this morning that he didn't know that they might be this high up in the Horizon League standings, but they've been a team that's been incredibly resilient all season.
Well, we've been accused of starting a rivalry early with Oakland in Northern Kentucky, and now Wright State tonight with Northern Kentucky. So maybe the common theme is the Norse. But that's what happens when you build excellence and you come out of nowhere. You win the Horizon League, everybody's like, wait a minute. Who are these guys? And what you're finding out is that they are a consistently winning program, and one that is not going away. John Brandon has done an excellent job of taking this team to the Division I ranks, to the NCAA tournament, and giving Kentucky a bit of a challenge too. They weren't just satisfied with getting there. They wanted to make it happen.
Certainly did, and now Wright State, the early lead, trying to add to it. Parker Ernsthausen to miss on the three. Jalen Tate across for the Norse. Won 5 straight games coming into this one and playing very good basketball. As Cole Gentry, redshirt sophomore, picks up the foul.
Jalen Tate he's quick and he's lengthy, so it's going to be difficult for anybody, especially Cole Gentry, to try and stay in front of him. And laterally, you can't stay step for step. He just works that middle of the floor so well.
Von Holland lost the handle on that one underneath. And now Gentry will bring it across for Wright State. Cole Gentry out of St. Charles, Illinois, originally was at South Dakota State with their head coach Scott Nagy, but then transferred over. Nagy got the job at Wright State. And now Loudon Love on the inside, and lost the first battle there against Drew McDonald and Northern Kentucky.
Well, you like the challenge, right? You got to go up and meet him. Jordan Garnett said, a little too early for you here, freshman. We're not ready to let you pop off like that. But it's coming. Loudon Love, just a freshman. He is going to be a star in this league.
There's Levon Holland. Working around to McDonald, who's guarded by Ernsthausen here. Drew McDonald, a guy that can come out to the three-point line. Loudon Love, more of a throwback player. He stays in the interior. That shot good from Jalen Tate.
Constant movement for Northern Kentucky. You know, the bigs, they step out. There's a lot of handoff and exchanges. And with McDonald, you're almost playing like a 5-guard offense, because he can step out and hit those threes like you said, Jordan. So Northern Kentucky gives you so many different looks offensively. Anybody can shoot it. There's some pressure defense here.
8 seconds to shoot for Wright State. And underneath, that shot goes up from Jalen Hall, the freshman from Houston, but can't get it to go. Holland trying to feed underneath, but an offensive foul. It'll go on Holland, the senior. First matchup between these two is an 84-81 Wright State victory at NKU. And in that matchup, it was the Cincinnati kid, Grant Benzinger, who went for 31 points in Cincy's backyard in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Held the Raiders to that victory.
Got to show out for the home crowd, you know? Sure his dad Todd was there, of course, great Cincinnati Red. I grew up watching the Reds, so the 1990 World Series was the big treat.
Out in love. The hook. Al McDonald helping NKU set it up. Carson Williams doesn't take a ton of threes, misses on that one. Gentry back across for Wright State. Pulls up for three. Cole Gentry getting on the board early for Wright State.
Been a starter since early January. Just adds so much. The toughness to this team, the range.
Brings us to a timeout on the floor as Grant Benzinger gets called. But coming up next, an inspiring story about a Wright State player that may not be on the court, but he's certainly in the minds and hearts of everyone around this team.